Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. My name is WIDYA Putri. I am from English department. Today I would like to finish my final assignment from Mr. Munawir. So I would like to analyze types of meaning and its context, reference and inference on the article or news of COVID. Peaky Blinders Black Country Museum is Vaccine Hub. Okay, let's start. I take from the types of meaning and the context. I take three types. The first is conceptual meaning. On the news, I found so many conceptual meaning, but I will tell you some of them. The first is COVID. COVID, in the words of the article, means an acute respiratory illness in human caused by a coronavirus. So it's kind of conceptual meaning that everyone knows what is COVID means, and everybody agreed about it. And also I took country. It also has conceptual meaning. The meaning is an area of land that has or used to have its own government and law. And everybody has agreed about what the meaning country and also the museum and large image building in which objects of artistic, cultural, historical or scientific interest are kept and shown to the public. And also I took a vaccine. It also has a conceptual meaning, means that a substance put into the blood and that protects the body from a disease. And also tourist, a person who is traveling or visiting a place for a pleasure. And the last one is lockdown. Recently on the news said that Britain has the other way to change the country into a vaccine place, where usually Peaky Blinders Black Country's museum used by the visitor to have a holiday or trips, but because of the pandemic it's locked down, and the government has an idea to make the country become a vaccine hub. And it also shown in the movies when Peaky Blinders played. Okay, and then the last one, the conceptual meaning I took is the words lockdown. What means it, which mean an official order to control the movement of people or vehicles because of a dangerous situation. Like now in this era we are still facing the COVID-19, so the government has lockdown. Everybody locked down and no one can do anything. Okay. And the second one, I choose to talk about the connotation meaning. Of course, there are some connotation meaning I found in the article. The first one is in the title itself. COVID Peaky Blinders Black Country Museum is Vaccine Hub. Why must be in the Peaky Blinders in the Black Country's museum? Kenapa di vaksin pusat vaksinnya ada di Black Country? So it makes a big connotation for me as a reader. And also the second one is the Black Country Living Museum normally gives visitor a taste of ordinary life in the Victorian era. It's also make a connotation meaning, I thought, because from the word normally, so there is something changed, right, in the Black Country Museum right now. And yeah, there must be something hiding. So that's why I said it's connotation meaning. And also the third one is using Black Country Living Museum, a largely open air site to deliver jobs, is said to be a game changer for the local community. So what's the game changer? What's the game changer for the local community? Today we'll get money from it, which is now is locked down. There won't be any visitors because the government closed the place for visitor or for tourists. But there is another word saying that it is going to be a game changer. What game changer? So I thought it's connotation. And then The following one is expected to help administer thousands of injections in a week. Is it possible thousands of injections in a week? The government said that they are doing lockdown, which means people didn't allow to gather, and how it is possible to gather a people or having injections for thousands injections in a week. Of course it's for people. Is it possible? Which means that they will gather people. So I said that this is connotation because who will think, and that's what I thought. How is it possible? And the following one, the last one, it will make people safer from this deadly virus more quickly. So I took the word safer. Safer, lebih lebih aman ya, menyelamatkan orang. How it is, how can they guarantee it? So I guess it still has big questions, and I thought people will get so many connotation meaning. I mean, they still asking a questions what and how. Okay. And then the following is social meaning. I also found a social meaning inside. Like the first one, the Black Country Living Museums normally gives visitor a taste of ordinary life in Victorian era. I said this is social meaning because there isn't any words mentioned like Black Country Living Museum and also Victorian era. This is only exists in Britain. That's why there is correlation between the sentence with the social meaning, or dari asal ya, identik dari artikel itu adalah hanya bisa ditemukan di England karena Black Country Museum itu hanya ada di England, and also sejarah Victoria itu hanya ada di England. That's why I said this is the social meaning. And also the Dudley attraction. Karena the Dudley attraction ini hanya bisa ditemukan di England. That's why I said this is social meaning. Social meaning adalah sesuatu atau kata-kata yang bisa ditemukan dan itu identik sama lingkungan itu. Kalimat itu berasal dari lingkungan. Dan biasanya satu negara dengan negara lain itu berbeda. Nah, seperti yang saya sampaikan, I choose Dudley attraction because there wouldn't be another Dudley attraction in the other country, and also the Black Living Museum, Victorian era, and Midlands. Midlands is a place in Britain. And also NHS, when you read the news, you will find the words NHS means National Health Service atau the public health service in Britain that provides medical treatment, and it's paid for the taxes by taxes. So it provides only in Britain. They call it NHS. And also the BBC TV series set in nearby Birmingham in the early 20th centuries. Birmingham is also a place that only exists in Britain. And also Sally Roberts' Black Country and West Birmingham Clinical Commissioning Group Chief Nurse. Nah, you can find only in England. That's, I said, why that is social meaning. And the last one, I found also, maybe I only mentioned some reference and inference. Like the first word is people are reminded they need an anxious letter of invitation before turning up. So it refers to people. And the following, but rollout at the museum, which begins on Monday, will see it become Dudley's first vaccination center. So it means back to vaccination center. But I don't write it the sentence before, but from the sentence I wrote down there, you can see that it back to the vaccination. And also I found some inference here. Sally Roberts, Black Country and West Birmingham Clinical Commission Group, Sifner said, "Our progress in the area to date has been incredible, and I am delighted that our first vaccination center, which will be capable of delivering thousands more vaccines each week, is going to leave." So the words "I'm delighted," it infer that the speakers really agree or really pay attention to what he said. That's why I said that the vaccination will be succeed. And then the last one is using Black Country Living Museum, a largely open air site to deliver jobs is said to be a game changer. Nah, it's also infer the game changer infer from using Black Country Living Museum, a largely open air site. So they wish that it will work very well. They changed the place into a vaccination hub, where they can use the place to give a vaccine to everyone, 1,000 vaccines in a week. Hopefully it's success. Thank you. That's my analysis. Thank you. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now, let's move to the second article, that is Bernie Sanders' inauguration means or what this country needed. I've read these articles and I've also have some analysis. And the first one is person axis. I found and I choose 4 person axis in the article. Like the first one, he's headed to the post office in Rutland. For your information, person axis is kalimat yang menunjukkan pronoun atau kata ganti dalam bahasa Indonesia atau dalam bahasa Inggris disebut pronoun. Bisa jadi subject, object, possessive pronoun. Tapi sometimes kebanyakan adalah subject dan object. Nomor 1, like he is headed to the post office in Rusland, like I said. And number 2, sitting behind them was this unpretentious and completely authentic odor. And number 3, but why don't we think of this moment? And the last one, think of the times you saw an email or text from someone you vowed never to speak again and you furiously immediately deleted. Okay, so the words you, we, them, and he on the article is the present day axis. Okay, now move to the following. I've been analyzing the coherence and cohesion, and I guess most of the words or sentences in the article has used cohesion literature, but it still needed coherence to be understood, but not all. Ada beberapa kalimat that needs coherence, like this one, the conversation ego, Judah, there is nothing you can do about it. You have to relax. I thought it's not understandable, and I have to look. Something big is happening. I can feel it. Something terrible happened while I slept. What did he do? What did he do now? Where's my phone? And all those words or the sentences I read is not coherence, but it's cohesion. But when we read the whole articles and we watch the videos, and I guess the articles and also the videos has been coherence and cohesion. Okay, now let's move to number 3. I have watched the short movie and it was excited, and let's analyze the movie. And I'm going to analyze the cooperative principles, maxims, violations, and its possible implication. Let's start by the maxim quality violations. I took some of the phrase, like the first, around the stairs, get moving, the drawbridge, and the 3 frogs. No, guess you don't, come on, not again, and no one's here. So maxim quality violation itu kebanyakan kalau saya baca itu nggak jelas, ngomongnya sedikit-sedikit gitu atau terlalu panjang. Jadi yang saya temukan adalah itu get to stairs, masih ambigu. So I thought it's a maxim qualities of violation. And the following maxim yang tadi quantity, sekarang quality violation. Yang ini lebih kasar bahasanya biasanya, and then lebih kasar. For example, number 1, I'm taking charge here, start looking for the witness. Jadi yang diungkapkan tuh kasar banget. And then number 2, I said look for anyone suspicious. I said looking for anyone suspicious. And then the following words like damn, why couldn't I figure this whole things out 2 days ago? And the following, I'll still catch that bastard, I swear. And it's a hell of a word. So that is the quality violation. And the following one is maxim of relation violations. He's striking out, well, you better give him a hand. He's been pretty depressed. We're facing a dire situation and you're dreaming here. What on earth you just dreaming about? Don't stick your nose in too deep, you could get yourself killed. Not a word to anyone about it. Got it? Jadi kebanyakan yang maxim relation violation itu seperti menyembunyikan sesuatu. Like we talk something and lawan bicaranya membicarakan sesuatu atau enggak nyambung. Or it is like having something hiding. Maxim relation violation. For example, like I watch in the movies when they had meeting, the detective Suk has dreaming about the girlfriend. It's also not having a relation. Okay, and the following is maxim of manner violation. Well, I suppose that's true, but and then the following, you are not talking to me, are you? Sorry for butting in. No, our friend here is feeling pretty depressed. Any chance to talk to him for a bit? Oh yeah, he's pretty depressed. Maxim manner violation, it's more semuanya ke cara pengucapan juga sama, and then how to act, and then it's also in the maxim of manner violation. Nada suara yang pelan, it's the indication of maxim manner violation. And the following one is possible implications. I found in the conversation the possible implications. I took only 3 of them. The first one, when the speaker's one said his face is completely unrecognizable. It's when the detective get killed, and the police said his face is completely unrecognizable. I guess it's good he has his police ID with him. And then the speaker 2 or detective Suk said, preserve the crime scene. Detective 1, Detective Suk, wait. What is this, miss? Was it possible implication? When they have a talk directly, the detective Suk or speaker 2 cut the conversation and he left. Jadi kalimatnya dibiarkan gantung. That is possible implications. And then the second one, speaker 1, oh yeah, he has been pretty depressed. It is where this is happened when they have a conversation in the bar, and the friends of the detective Suk came and said, oh yeah, he's pretty depressed. And then the detective Suk said, come on, I haven't acted depressed at all. And which means that they have different argumentation, and then they try to change the topics like that. And the last is about, I can't guess your name after all, I'm detective. Now I'm betting your name is, and then the speaker to say, I told you I don't even know my name, so there's no way you can guess it. So it's a conversation between Detective Suk and the girl trying to hide something and cut the conversation to hide his identity. Okay, that's all from number 3. Then the following one, I would like to talk about the term of politeness strategies used, speech act used, and its possible implications in the video of debate of President America. And let's start by the strategy used. They use many strategies, but I want to talk about some of them. Yang pertama, strategi kesopanan pola berbahasa kebijaksanaan. Seperti contohnya, Mr. Vice President, I'm talking, if you don't mind letting me finish, then we can talk. And the following strategi kesopanan berbentuk pujian, seperti I trust our justice system of grand jury that refused the evidence. And then number 3, strategi kesopanan pola bahasa kerendahan hati. There's also no excuse for the reasoning and luring America is not systematically racist. And the last one, strategi kesopanan berupa bentuk ungkapan simpati seperti get rid of private prisons and cash bail. Okay, itu strategi yang digunakan. And now the speech accused and its possible implications. When we talk about this, as I watched the video, the speech accused and its possible implications in the video, both of them I thought they speak more directly in a direct way, that when the moderator provides the opportunity to speak, so they speak forwardly, directly, and literally. And sometimes it's also common for debate, they also have so many arguing, but I guess it's still in the line. But after all, I can say that they are figures of responsibility, independence, honesty, respect, and courtesy. They also share good love to the people and also care to the people. They also can have a cooperation, confidence, and creative president and the leaders of the country. And also they are kind and humble nature. Through the other hand, even they are arguing a lot. Okay, so that's all my analysis. Thank you very much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.